Hello everybody, Accureye here, and welcome back to another Accureye Talks Sale. And in today's Accureye Talks Sale, I thought we'd talk about a little bit about like how to improve once you've decided who your character is. Now, this is going to be a bit of a short video, but you're probably thinking, Accureye, what do you mean by improving? Well, if you've probably noticed anything, especially going forward when you were playing the game, it's that, let's face it, many new players, especially many of those players who are, hot shots, if you will, don't ever take much time to practice the game. They don't take a lot of time to really get to know the title, get to know the game, or even for that matter, get to understand their character. They kind of go in and then they button rush, if you will, or they go in and kind of think that because they're hot stuff, because they have a record of winning because of button mashing or whatever, then they're going to do that. And I mean, again, it goes back to some of the beginner mistakes that you will see, especially on games like Street Fighter, is that many hotshots think that they're hotshots because they'll get lucky due to them having the Wi-Fi connection, due to them having lag or having like this situation of, well, it doesn't matter to me because I'm pretty much going to always win due to the fact that I just don't know what I'm doing and I don't really care to take the time to learn my character. I just want to do special moves and win. And I mean, let's face it, that's something that can happen. It's something that I think is a personal standpoint for many people, but I think that honestly many players are not understanding the basic fundamentals. And let's face it, many players, the only way to get good on a fighting game is to be there early game, to kind of get in when the learning period is on for everyone, when everyone is trying to get onto the learning period, and and of course, I think that that's something that it is what it is. I mean, let's face it, you do need to know the basic fundamentals. You need to know what you're up to. I mean, and obviously that's something that, it is something that you gotta learn about, playing the game is learn your character. I mean, no matter how you look at it and no matter how you play the game, learn all your character. Now, here I'm kind of showing off Laura's new costume, the swim trunk too, because I personally actually like it. But we'll talk about costumes and all the vanity items and stuff in a future or later on video. But yeah, I mean, honestly, one of the main things is learn all you can about characters. Like, for instance, characters like Ziku, I have an okay knowledge about. I kind of know exactly their downside, their ups and their downs. I can kind of understand, all the stuff that they deal with, and then you have to learn. But I mean, for players like, for new players, it's kind of like they just pick a character and then it's kind of off to the races. They don't care how they get there. Many players, heck, are not even that good because all they do is press one button and then they get like lucky 24 wins or whatever, but they don't actually know anything other than just like, in fact, as you may or may not know, many of us fill up our blacklist really quickly because we run into players that are just absolutely terrible. They're absolutely a joke. And unfortunately, this is one of the main improvements that do need to happen with Street Fighter going forward is an unlimited blacklist. Because personally, I think that unlimited blacklist means that we don't have to play against players that we don't want to play against. Play against players that we've deemed unworthy of our attention because they're not worthy of our attention. I mean, let's face it. You got millions of hot shots on Street Fighter, millions of hot shots on Tekken, millions of hot shots on Super Smash Bros, on any fighting game, dead or alive. Samurai Showdown. Let's see, what else is there? Dragon Ball Z Fire Z. And they're all not worth your time. And why are they not worth your time? Because, let's face it, they don't know what they're doing. They are like, okay, they've been deemed unworthy. And let's put it this way, they've been deemed unworthy by us. So, in the case of we don't want to have to deal with that, we should have it to where we can blacklist them no matter what. Another thing that I would love to see is having it to where we are rewarded for rage quitters. Let's face it, many players, besides being banned or being suspended for 24 hours or so based on Capcom's notion, rage quitters do not reward us. One thing that could improve Street Fighter drastically going into Street Fighter 6 is being able to have us reward rage quitters. And have us be rewarded for being, going against the rage quitter. Because let's face it, rage quits are not fun for anybody except for the person that rage quits. Why? Because they don't lose their points. The reason why is because they don't lose their points. They're like, okay, well, we rage quit and we win. We win, they don't get rewarded points, and we don't lose our points. But in general, I think that we should be rewarded 2 times the normal amount for a rage quit. And the rage quitter should still lose 2 times the normal amount of whatever he was going to lose, as he or she was going to lose as well. And this is as well as there's a punishment for rage quitting. First time you rage quit, you get maybe a 2-hour suspension from online. Second time you rage quit, you get maybe a half-day suspension. Third time you rage quit, 24 hours. And maybe going forward into 4th or 5th time, it can lead to a week to maybe even a permanent ban. A permanent ban on online. Let's face it, I've run into so many rage quitters in Street Fighter 5, it's not even funny. And those rage quitters don't even get punished enough for, for instance, you don't lose points when you rage quit. That's one of the main reasons people rage quit. You also don't get punished early enough or quick enough when you rage quit. Again, one of the main problems when you go into these games is that rage quitters don't get enough fundamentals. They don't have enough, there's not enough of a punishment system. You see rage quitters all the time, whether it's Tekken, Street Fighter, even in games like Overwatch, when you got rage quitters, it's let's face it, they're not punished enough. So, I think games should have a harder punishment, should be harsher when it comes to punishing other play styles, other games, and, I think that's something that everyone we should see more is, like I said, a more punishment, is a more punishment system. Is more of a, okay, that's something that should be punished a little more. That's something that should be, given less slack. And, I think that that's something that's important about, games in general. But, with that being said, I think that honestly, to get better at a game, you gotta take time to practice, of course. And practicing is one of the only ways to really improve. So, I think that honestly, we should take into account more action against players who are going to rage quit. There should be more punishment for players who are going to rage quit or whatever. And I think that honestly, with that being said, it should become more noticeable that, no matter what, rage quitting should be punished immediately. There almost should be no real, first time is a slap on the wrist. Second time is a slap on the wrist. Third time, okay, we're going to suspend you for 2 hours or something like that. No, it should be immediately. Once the first rage quit happens, they immediately get punished. it could just be as light as a 30-minute suspension, and then going forward, every rage quit after that, it's like, okay, we're going to go up an hour suspension. We're going to go up to 2 hours suspension, or maybe even half a day suspension of online. And, again, this will make it to where, in the end, this will make it to where if you're a bad player and you rage quit, guess what? You're getting punished for it. If you're a good player and you get someone who rage quits, guess what? You're getting rewarded with extra points, and they still lose points even when they don't, even when they rage quit. So, I get it. Rage quitting is a loophole that hasn't been changed yet. It has not been fixed as far as exploiting the ranking system. And let's face it, that's exploiting the ranking system. Rage quitting basically is exploiting the ranking system. It doesn't give you, and there's no punishment for it. And honestly, there's no real punishment for it until Capcom notices it. So there should be a thing where if the player rage quits, it still counts as a loss. It still counts in Capcom's brain, and in Capcom's game, it's like, oh, they got disconnected. Okay, deduct points, give the default person who's still on more points. Like, double the points to reward them for the rage quit. And we're going to knock this account that just rage quit or disconnected, and we're going to knock this account based on whatever level of severity it was. For instance, if it was like the game detects, oh, they exited the game. Okay, they get a suspension. And we'll give the person who got disconnected more points while they lose their points. You know what I mean? It's like, it's the exploiting of systems that's unfortunate. But, with that being said, thank you everybody for joining me today. Thank you for watching this video. If you like this video, you know what to do. Hit the like button, get subscribed, hit the bell notification, because I know you want to know when my next video drops next. Thank you everybody for joining me today. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you for hanging out and stopping by. And, yeah, with that being said, please do consider, liking the video if you liked it, and getting subscribed. And with that being said, I am live on Twitch at www.twitch.tv/Accureye. I am live on Wednesday, Thursday, and Saturday for about 4 to 5 hours. But lately, I've also been live on Monday and Tuesday. Monday and Tuesday will always be about a 2 to 3 hour stream. And, of course, Friday and Sunday will always be a bonus stream. You never know if I'm going to stream those days. I may not. I may. But yeah, Friday and Sunday will also be a 2 to 3 hour stream. And with that being said, thank you everybody for joining me. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for stopping by. And until the next one, everybody, this is Accureye signing out and saying farewell, everyone. Also, I'm not sure if I mentioned it before, but if I didn't, my Twitch channel, if you do want to follow me there, is www.twitch.tv/Accureye. But, like I said, again, thank you for everyone for watching. Thank you for being here. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for being part of the channel, or this video. And, yeah, until the next one, everyone, farewell.